Are you sure you wish to stream, mon ami? Why, yes, OBS. I do wish to stream. Okay, so, oh yeah, I'm super encumbered, that's right. Alright, so here we are now, we're over here in the Viper Pit. And in the last stream I did a few minutes ago or whatever, I was talking about this place down here, this storage depot. I'm not going to hold the mouse over it because it'll reveal a bunch of stuff in there, but we're going to go click on it anyway in just a second. So it'll be down there. One of the things I wanted to show here real quick, this this canister is like, say, 2 points into it, and it weighs the exact same amount as this one that has 100 points into it. It is the strangest thing. So check this out. We got this 12 pointer. We take that out, put it back. We got this 2 pointer. Take that out, put it back. It's the exact same amount, no matter what, and no matter how much is actually in there. I just thought that was weird. I wish there was a way I can consolidate the two, though. Like if I could just put them together and not have two items to represent those small amounts, that'd be great. But yeah, since they're so heavy, I can't actually take them with me. I'm going to just take this one here. Or, no, I can't take them both. They're just far too heavy. Yeah, so. Alrighty, do I have radio? Crap. Kind of need a radio, don't I? Let me see. Well, the fighting is kind of far away from us, so I don't need a radio right now. I'll just, I kind of don't want to run all the way down to the storage thing and then, let me get out of the way. The thing is, if I run all the way down there, oh my, that guy's awesome. Yeah, let's run all the way down there, why not? Alright, so we're gonna run all the way down to the storage thing down there, and just to see if my personal storage is still there. Let's just zoom all the way in here. Oh god, that is such a, oh no, that's so bad. Maybe I should have probably spawned a little bit further down. Yeah, let's try that. I want to see if we can spawn it. Oh, I don't think we can, though. I think they only let you spawn up there. Let's see. Does anybody else come down here? Quick! I need a ride. Quick!
No, 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 no!
You have to help me. It's a matter of non-emergency. Oh, what's that? What are you dropping there, bud? Quickly, somebody give me a ride. It's a matter of
Hop in, retard, let's go.
Alright, let's do it.
Where the fuck are we going? If it's not near that sulfur field up north, I don't care.
I guess we're going to the sulfur field up north then.
Yeah, we are.
Alright, I guess I'll
Just kidding, we're going down south temporarily because I forgot to get myself a sledgehammer and I'm also out of fuel. Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
This is not the right way. God, I hate this place.
Are you going down toward the storage depot by any chance?
Nope. I was going up here. Hey, Caboose, I know a Tucker. No, don't go up. I need to go up. Oh, God damn it. Who is going here? I'm going.
Yeah, there's a couple small cans in the town. Check the town hall here. I grabbed a couple of them out there that were half empty or whatever. Oh yeah, you got them right there. Okay.
I got him.
Matter of fact, let's go ahead and see if you need any repair. Give you a couple taps here to see if you need a repair. Nope. Alright, you're good.
This should be enough to find the fuel truck down by the refineries.
Yep, yep. There we go. Alright, so we're eventually going to make our way down there. I wish I could tell if the thing was already empty though. I don't know if it's already empty, the storage depot, like my items. Oh, actually, when we go to the refinery, I'll be able to tell. because the refinery has the same amount of time as the storage depot on the items that can. Oh yeah, there's the refinery right there. Let me check the status on that real quick. Okay, yep. So never mind. Good thing we didn't go running all the way down there. Yeehaw! Yep, I was gonna show you guys the storage depot, but apparently it's already been made public now, so all my items are in the public. But I'm guessing I still can show you how to.
Yeah, currently we are setting up for a field mortar rush down in Deadlands.
In Deadlands? Ooh.
Plan is that we're gonna push back their defenses all the way to the border of the spire, or the spine, and then we can have a two-prong attack on Iron's End and then retake the spine.
Sounds like fun. I wish you well.
That is why we are gathering up sulfur.
Alright, let's grab some of this good stuff here. I hadn't gathered any sulfur in a long time. Like, it's not very interesting, but you know, it's just that I hadn't done it in so long. I remember how important this stuff used to be, man. Back when the resources were infinite, even though it was infinite, man, people used to like just swarm the sulfur mines. As soon as one would spawn, just clobber it. I miss those days though. Back in the day, back when you could just be a scrapper, like just hang out in the field all day long and scrap. We used to have like certain fields would have like 10 boxes lined up in front of the scrap mine, and the scrap field, right? And then the guys that were scrapping, they just run over there, tear up all the scrap, throw it in the boxes, and once they got like 4 or 5 boxes full, start calling Logi to make a trip by the field. You know, letting them know, hey, you know, I'm getting kind of full over here. I need Logi to come by and you know, make a pickup over here. And it was good times, because I would be watching movies or talking to people. Like if there were other people out there with me, I'd be talking to them about movies or TV shows or just life in general, whatever the case is. And you know, we'd all just be having a great time out there in the middle of a field, pounding scrap, building up chests, and yeah, it was just fun times. Even solo. Again, I got a second monitor. I would be watching, like right now, because I'm streaming, I'm not watching anything obviously, but before I was streaming, I was watching an Amazon TV show called The Upload. Basically, I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm going to give you just an overview of The Upload. Basically, they created their own afterlife. I'm not going to call it a heaven or whatever, you know, based on a religious belief, but they created an afterlife for human beings. And the way that it works is when you're very ill, or if you're injured, mortally wounded, and you're about to die, you can sign some papers that say, yes, I would like to be submitted into an afterlife program or whatever. You can do it in advance, like as a part of your will. So when you become very ill, you just go to the hospital, and when you feel your time is near, they call it being uploaded. So what happens is, you know, you're very ill, you feel like your days are numbered, you could die in a minute now. You go to the hospital, they have a room set up where there's a machine that scans your conscious. Yeah, I guess you call it your conscious, right? Yeah, you know, all your characteristics, your personality, and everything like that. Scans it all up, and stores it in a digital form. Now, don't confuse that with a soul. They don't actually scan a soul, just all your character traits of your human being, you know. So once they scan that up, and the scanning process is destructive. So it can only be done once, and it has to be done right the first time, because when they scan your head, it destroys your head. so, so, it's interesting. So they scan you up, they store you on a hard drive, and then they put you in the system, right? So, but here's the tricky part about it. I figured, like, okay, because it's digital, and they can create this afterlife for you based on, I guess, whatever you want, really. They can create that, but they charge you for it, even though you're dead, because they basically just wiped your head right off of your shoulders, just zapped it off with a laser. If you were rich when you were alive, obviously you would have to pay a bunch of money up front, or have your estate in an agreement with the people who are going to be housing your conscious. So basically, you pay for your afterlife, basically. Now, what's weird, well, I'm not going to go into more detail because I don't want to spoil it, but it's very interesting. I'll just put that out there. It's very, very interesting without going. And another thing is, if you don't want to be bothered with like religious beliefs and things of that nature, they don't bog you down with all of that. So you don't have to worry about that. But, I guess that's because of people who may become offended depending on what their belief structures are. If they were to try and reenact certain belief structures in the show, maybe that could start an uproar. So that's my guess why they don't actually take it in any direction as far as a person's specific belief, or a people's specific belief. So yeah, very interesting show. And I'm about 8 episodes in right now, maybe 9, I guess, into the first season. I don't know if they have another season or not. I just started watching it, and I've been binge watching it while grinding in Foxhole. So yeah, it's pretty fun. I like it. Pretty fun. That's a great way to play this game as well. Whenever you're out here grinding, man, watch some movies. Hell, if you got any courses even, but well, the courses might be a little bit different because you want to pay attention to those. Because I was learning Python, and yeah, you don't want to do that. You want to actually focus on the Python. But outside of that, if it's like a YouTube free course or whatever that like some person's uploading their courses on, and that's another thing I noticed, whenever you're learning like programming languages and things of that nature, the courses on YouTube, do not get me wrong, I mean, they, these guys do their best to provide you with information, but here's the thing, teaching is a skill. You really got to understand it. Teaching is an absolute skill. You may be a master of a particular thing, of another skill, but if you do not have the ability to teach, you can really make a mess of it for someone else who wants to learn. You know what I mean? And when these courses that I have that I'm taking, I have some on Udemy and a few other platforms, but they really help me to see the difference between when you see the free one on YouTube, like some 5-hour video of somebody going, hey, beginner's guide to Python or whatever language you're learning. You can see the skill. Sure, this guy knows what he's doing. I'm pretty sure he can create anything you ask him to create. But in the learning portion of how he's teaching the language compared to if I'm, say, reading a book, the person who wrote the book may have they have this skill to be able to take the knowledge they have and sort of treat it like code. The knowledge itself becomes code to them, and they can actually just take that raw knowledge, put it into an instruction set for most people to be able to just run in their brains, and then they now possess that knowledge. So it's wonderful. It's really wonderful. I love it. I just need more time to actually get more done in it. It's kind of hard with my schedule right now, wanting to get back in YouTube, being the father, being the husband, dealing with my full-time job. Kind of hard. Recently, I set up a Nextcloud, and actually I got 2 of them running. Now that I think about it, I gotta turn this other hard drive off. It's in an enclosure, but I set up a couple Nextcloud instances so I can play around with it and kind of see how it works. And I didn't know whether or not I'd like it or not, but I've been running it for a few days now, and I did some tests. I set up the Nextcloud. I mainly wanted to see if I can actually get the photos and videos off of my iPhone without sending them to the cloud, because I didn't want everything to go up to the cloud, then be able to access them on my computer from the cloud. I wanted them to just be on my network, sort of self-hosted. And Nextcloud gives me that capability. It was a little rocky in the beginning because my firewall kept shut. I didn't know that my firewall was shutting down my ability to connect to the server, so I was super frustrated trying to connect to this thing, you know. And I was able to SSH into it because in the past when I set up the server, the SSH path was already enabled on the server. I use a UFW, and yeah, I mean, you know, I was wondering like, how the hell am I connecting to this? And it's like, duh, you know, your firewall is what's keeping you from actually accessing it. How are you gonna play? Some people really do be grinding for 8 hours. Oh yeah, man, you can really grind out in Foxhole, bro. Especially now that the pandemic is in place, and I mean, you know. Luckily for me, I'm thankful to have my job. Don't get me wrong. I'm thankful to have my job, but a lot of times they really tick me off. And if I do decide to take days off, especially before I had my daughter. Before I had my daughter, man, let me tell you, when I would take time off, I would come home, I'd buy like a 12-pack of beer. I'd make sure I get like 2 or 3 packs of trail mix, you know, my favorite blends or whatever from the stores that I normally get it from. And maybe some sparkling water or seltzer water, whatever you want to, some 100% juice, because I like to do a blend of sparkling water or seltzer water with juice. And I would sit down for hours, bro. I'm talking about just serious amounts of time. And I'd have my own little patterns, you know, grind for a few hours here, get up, walk around, use the restroom, then go grind for a few hours there, and do that all day long, from morning till night. Seriously. And that was my life, meeting people, talking to them, helping them about the game. And you know, I figured I can go out and go spend a bunch of money, or I can hang out with a bunch of people online and save the money, you know. And when you get older as well, it's not very interesting to go out and party and all that stuff anymore. With me, I'm happy that I got a ton of that out of my system when I was younger. You know what I mean? I probably drank half my liver away, smoked half my lungs away. I got a lot of partying out. I'm not too I'm not too worried about that now. That's another person's game. Let them go have it. Have fun. I don't like to tell people what not to do in that area when you're young and you want to go have fun. I mean, enjoy yourself. Just understand all that stuff does come with consequences. When you get older, yeah, get ready for it all to come back to you. That's the thing that you're not, you know, when you get older and you're wondering how come you can't breathe, you can't go jogging and all that crap that you used to do. Like, yeah, because you had a lot of fun when you were young. Ton of fun. Yeah, you didn't want anybody criticizing you for having all that fun. Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, it's all full.
Oh no, it can't be full. Wait, is there any room in the truck? Oh
It's
my
like
god.
fucking...
Wait, stop me. I'm unpacking it by accident.
no.
Oh crap. Alright, just pack it back up. Wait, are you doing?
I'll be back. We got someone coming up here with a flatbed.
Okay.
He'll take my place momentarily.
We just dump that in there then. So somebody's on their way up. How much is at this node anyways? 140. Are you coming back?
Yeah, I'm coming back.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I just gotta. We got someone else who's coming with another flatbed, so we'll have 2 flatbeds here.
Okay.
We're taking this entire fucking field.
Sweet. I totally forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, drinking and smoking and all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, you know, have all the fun you want to, but just remember, once you get older, it is gonna kick your ass. I'm telling you. And you're gonna be wondering. You're gonna be going, oh man, I probably should have laid off a little bit. And one of the things that catch up to you as well, especially if you drink, here's one of the things that you're gonna be worried about the most. Medicines are getting better. And human beings are getting worse because we party even more because medicines are getting better. A lot of those medicines get processed in the liver. So if you drink a lot when you're young, when you get older, man, and those medicines start beating up on your liver as well, you are going to have problems. I'm telling you. So just be careful out there. You know, I'm not telling you not to do what you want to do. That's your business. That's your life. Have fun, man. Enjoy it. But don't say you didn't know. That's the one thing I want everybody to understand. You don't go around saying that you were ignorant to what could happen, or you just didn't understand the full effect. There needs to be somebody older around to, you know, not give you the whole come to Jesus speech every time you want to have fun, but, you know, just remind you, a few years down the line, that is going to hurt like hell. I'm telling you, that bottle you're turning up to your head right now, it is going to hurt. Alright, so where's this guy? Where's this guy going? There you go. Alright, let's unpack it. Alright, load it up. Let's go ahead and just dump all that in there. Oh wow, we put a ton of that stuff in there just now.
Yeah, probably would have had more if I put my mouse in a better spot before I went away from keyboard.
Yeah, just hop in the cluster and let it break it down. Snatch it off. Yeah, I can't wait to watch some more of that show. That Upload show. That looked pretty good. Before that show, I think I watched The Boys. That was really good on Amazon Prime. And there was another one as well. What was it called? The Feed. I was about to say The Stream. It's not The Stream, it's The Feed. Oh wow, am I actually gathering sulfur there? Are you serious? Holy smoke. Oh, it's behind me. Okay. Kind of weird. Yeah, The Feed is actually pretty interesting as well. I like techie shows like that, weirdo shows. I'm doing some podcasting on the side from time to time. I haven't made one in maybe 2 or 3 weeks though. I podcast on Hacker Public Radio, and from time to time it's all techie type stuff. So if you're not really into the tech scene, it probably isn't for you. But one of the things I love about it is because I don't actually have to manage my own podcast and come up with new neat things every single day, because my life is a little too complex right now. So it's just whenever I get the time and I can make one, hey, I'm able to have a platform to put it out there, and it's wonderful. Hold on now. What the hell's happening? Oh, okay, so there's multiple nodes in there, because I was about to say, hold on, I hope I'm not duping, because this is, it's starting to look, oh, okay, there we go. Alright, I was about to say, when's that node's gonna break there? I heard that there was, some issue with that, people duping or whatever. And in a game like this, man, you really have to control the currency because once the currency is lost, you know, when people can actually just artificially produce more currency, the resources are the currency in this game, by the way, when you can just artificially just maximize that, it really just ruins the game for everyone. And truthfully, I don't even understand how people play. Cheating, to me, I don't call them hackers, by the way. If you know what a hacker really was, you know that hackers are very talented people. Some dirtbag loser that cheats in a video game is not a hacker to me. I don't know why people chose that term for them, but yeah, they're just not. And it's really bothering me that I can't get this last little piece of sulfur here. I don't want to move the crane, but I'm going to eventually move the crane because I need that piece. Can't give it up. But yeah, anybody who cheats in a video game, man, I mean, it's really just loser material. And what normally happens is they ruin their experience. So in order to try and feel good about playing the game again, they try to play with other people. But then once you get into that cheating spirit, it's hard to break away from it, you know what I mean? It becomes a real nasty habit that you have, and you have to focus on how to play the game without that nasty habit. And I've had several games that I enjoyed, like The Forest. I really enjoyed playing The Forest, but man, cheaters, they just ruined it on the multiplayer. And it's so hard to detect as well because they well, you know that they're cheating, but it's like they don't have an anti-cheat system on The Forest is what I'm really saying. Can I just submit them all in there so that way? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so I mean, what happens to those guys, they end up ruining their single player experience because, I mean, when you don't have to really work hard to get any of the resources, you can just spawn them all in eventually. Hell, you get to end game on day one. You know what I mean? You got the strongest base with the strongest weapons, and you can defeat the strongest enemies in the shortest amount of time. You just killed your game. It's, you know, there's no point in playing it anymore. But since they paid for the game, they kind of want to still feel like they can play the game. So that's when they jump on multiplayer and try to join other people's servers who are playing the game, and they take their cheating with them and they just ruin it. There's another game, I think it was called Outward. Yeah, Outward. Now that game, back when I was playing it, it was, man, it lacked content. I think that's the best way to put it. The content that it did have was good in short bursts, right? Like you can really have fun in that game for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And then after that, it's like, wow, did I just really just, you know, go through everything? Because it kind of sucks after that. So it hopefully it's gotten much better, because one of the reasons why I say that, the weapons in that game, basically all of them are useless except for two-handed axes or the bow. Every other weapon was just garbage, especially most of the two-handed ones. If you weren't using a two-handed axe or a bow, man, you were just spending way too much stamina. You weren't doing any damage, and it was just terrible. Now they had some cool concepts, like they had certain weapons that would do certain special effects, like do confusion damage or cause pain well, confusion effect, not confusion damage. It will inflict a confusion effect on the enemy, and the confusion effect, I think it made them miss their attacks, or maybe they took more. No, the pain effect, whenever you inflict pain on someone and you deal damage after that, they took an additional percentage of damage. So it was like a penetration almost, how they had it in there. So it was really cool how they had it worded up and how it would work. The only problem is all the weapons were garbage. If you couldn't get that effect on the two-handed axe, it was just not even worth messing with, man. They had a club called the Brutal Club. That one did confusion. I used to use that with the tower shield. Oh man, it was fun trying to use it, but because you didn't do enough damage and you spent a ton of stamina trying to wield it, you just always get your ass handed to you until you just went back to the two-handed axe and slaughter the enemy and move on. And with the bow, the reason why the bow was so OP, you literally had a skill with the bow that will let you one-shot every single enemy in the game. And now here's how it worked. It's not like you shoot them once and they would die. You got a certain bow with a certain skill, and what would happen is the bleed in this game is serious. This skill would cause extreme bleeding, right? That was another effect. There's bleeding and extreme bleeding, or intense bleeding, something like that, however it's worded. But you would inflict intense bleeding on an enemy and just walk away. They will literally just bleed out. Now, it might take a little bit of time, but you literally hit them once and walk away and just watch from a distance. They'll wander around bleeding until they drop. Then you walk up to them, loot them, and move on. So every single enemy in the game, you could just one-shot. Even the bosses. Now, of course, the bosses, because they had a ton of health, they would, if you only shot them once, they would take forever to die. But you could one-shot them. And that's why the game was just, it was just terrible. But hopefully they've put in some other, because it had such a great feel to it, but because they implemented it wrong, it just kind of didn't work out for me anyways. And then the cheating. There were people who had these mods and stuff early when the game was first released. The game was only meant to work with 2 players. There were people who had like 4-player mods. They had mods that allowed them to unlock every single weapon in the game, spawn in unlimited currency, all sorts of stuff. And it was like, man, you're already killing it for me. So I had to quit playing it. I just couldn't deal with it. Okay, where are we? We are cleaning up this node pretty good. Let's check it out here. Oh, 66 out of 167. That's really good here. Let's see, we got some good logic going on. Probably would talk to these guys, but I'm sitting here running my mouth to whoever's on stream now. I can't see how many people are on there. My OBS is actually blocking the Firefox webpage there, so I can't really see it. But I hope the quality of the stream is okay. As long as the quality of it's coming through fine and my audio is fine, I think we're good. I'll just keep running my yap, keeping you entertained. Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here? You know, one of the things I missed about Foxhole, though, you used to be able to customize your character. Like, you could make, I made my character black, and then I had I think a gas mask on him or something like that. Or maybe that was just a profile picture that had the gas mask. But one way or another, you used to be able to not customize them, like wear different uniforms or anything like that. I shouldn't say customize without making clear that it wasn't character customization. It was just skin customization, I should say. But yeah, that's gone now, at least for now. Matter of fact, I don't even know if you can make a female character anymore, can you? Probably not. Maybe they'll bring it back after some time, who knows. Hopefully I'll still be playing. The game's gotten a lot better. It's just a lot of the grind. Ooh, that grind can get pretty intense if you don't have players. Like right now, it ain't bad at all. We're all out here kicking ass, knocking this field down. And as you see, I don't even need a truck. I just caught a ride out here. Catch a ride out here. Oh yeah, there he goes. I have to get that. He mustn't be able to take it. I need to get it. I was fiending to get this node. Thank you, kind sir. I needed to get that node.
Yeah, I saw it and it was like bugging me that it was underneath it and we couldn't get to it. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, man, I really want to move the crane, but just not just yet. Once we clean this thing up, I am definitely going to move the crane and get that node there. You know, one of the other things about Foxhole that's great? You meet a lot of people from everywhere. Yeah, there's a European, which I guess covers a very broad area. I mean, you know, when you say European, you got to be a little bit more specific, but since I don't know how to name every single person from Europe that plays, I'm going to stick with European. And I'm going to include Britain in that as well, even though, you know, there's the whole Brexit thing. They're still getting lumped in. Sorry, Britons, if you're upset about that, but gotta do what I gotta do. And then there's we inconsiderate Americans who lump Britons in with the, even though they went through Brexit. Then there are those from I don't know what the politically correct term is for Eastern Island Pacificers or whatever, also known as Asians. You know, when you want to be politically correct, there's so many different terms you gotta learn. And honestly, I'm still learning how to take care of a baby, so it's kind of hard to deal with all of it. It's like I'm gonna stick with the old way. I'm gonna call you Asian, and if that offends you and you remind me of it at the time, I'll be polite and respectful and refer to you as you wish. However, you know, just expect some sort of lag in that area. I simply don't remember everything everyone wishes to be referred to as. Got to start hanging up a sign. People need to just wear like a badge, and I can just walk up with my phone and scan it, and see what they wish to be referred to as. A QR code for humans. Oh, Polynesians? They're masters of the catamaran. Oh, you mean like the ship? The catamaran? That's like a boat, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think it's a boat. One of those boats that have like the two hulls, a split hull or whatever. Technology? Oh, well, the tech tree is, you got to use that aluminum and iron for it, and you got to use like stacks, and you invest into tech, and they tell you the percentages of the tech that you're going to be investing into. It's weird now, and honestly, I didn't, ever since they made the change where we don't use the actual tech parts anymore, we have to invest the aluminum and stuff. Back when I was playing, when they did that, honestly, I really did not like it, because you have to take chances on investing in certain things. Yeah, I thought it was a double hull boat. Back in the day when I worked on the shipyard, there was a boat called Kathmandu, and if I remember correctly, I think it was a catamaran. Oh yeah, it's team-wide. The technology, it is team-wide. Everybody contributes to the same tech tree, no matter what map you're on. And where the problem happens, or actually, let me rephrase that, because I don't like to consider this as a. Whenever we get democracy, I like to influence more democracy, not consider it a problem. So let me change my way of speaking. We demonstrate what we want the most by depositing our iron and aluminum. Like the iron is used for, I think, weapons, and the aluminum is used for maybe tanks and stuff, or maybe it's vice versa. Maybe the iron is used for tanks and the aluminum is used for weapons. But either way, whichever resource is used for what, you invested on that thing, and you can prototype for a chance to unlock. And it's honestly, I just really don't like the tech tree. I really don't like it. It is just a roundabout mess. Just an absolute mess. That's the best way I can put it. But we have to accept it. It is our tech tree, and we shall pretend to love it. We can talk trash about our tech tree, but we will not allow any other people from other games to talk trash about our tech tree. This game, man, I gotta tell you though, through the early access, this game took some real twists and turns. From the developers not wanting to give any sort of personal stash, to now we have stashes, but they have like a 2-day limit on them and things of that nature. And I remember the days, man, we used to have to, like when we would be driving and people used to put gates up like every few meters or whatever. There'd be a gate in the middle of the road and you had to jump out of the truck, lower the gate, drive past the gate, then get back in the get out of the truck a second time to close the gate, like to, you know, raise it again, and then get back in the truck and drive away. Like, it used to be a pain in the ass. Oh yeah, everybody does that with the camera angle, like turning it at a. Do I have a gun on me? No, I don't. But I know what you mean. Like just basically, like say that tower over there is where the enemy is, so that you can actually see them up there. You would actually angle your camera like that right there, so that way you can see it. Yeah, another thing that I do as well. Well, I'm not gonna. If the developers didn't want us using auto hotkey because, you know, they didn't want you scripting in features to the game. But like, say for instance, if you're not going to code in the feature, and I have the ability to just write a script that's going to allow me to use a simple feature such as auto walk, like right now, right? When I want to walk somewhere a long distance and I don't feel like holding down the W button the entire time, I have auto walk. I can just click that button and see I'm clapping my hands right now, and I'm not actually holding. Sorry if it hurts your ears, but I was just demonstrating my hands aren't actually on the keyboard to do that. So it's small things like that. Even with grinding, like when I'm right here grinding, the same way a player can just put a rubber band on their mouse or lean a teacup on the mouse or something like that. Look, I actually have an auto mine. I can just set that up just like that. And again, I'm clapping my hands to demonstrate that my hands are on there. You can actually just set up some simple scripts to help you out with that kind of stuff and reduce the grind in RSI. So that way, you know, if you have RSI, you really need some of these features, man. I'm telling you, it is a pain to have to deal with that, and the developers will keep going like, you know, hey, we're working on all these other features rather than the quality of life features you need, because you're going through this extreme grind. And it's like, come on, man, you guys can have one of your programmers take, you know, 20 minutes and code in a couple of these features. These aren't even major features. I created auto walk literally in I think 10 minutes. You know what I mean? It was not even that hard. So I don't know why they haven't done it. I went off on a rant there. I don't even remember what the original question is, but it's those small frustrations that bother me a lot. Let me get back over here to the my inventory is full and I don't want to throw any of this on the ground, but I might have to. Auto walk, that's awesome. Oh yeah. Yeah, worn out the W key, the labeling on it. I steal, you stuff. You place stuff in box, I steal.
Righto.
I'm kidding you. I'm just putting it in whatever crate comes by, so it doesn't matter. I don't take any of it.
Yeah, that's a plan.
Yeah, you can just right click and submit it all without putting it in the inventory of the box. Oh, they don't have an auto transfer, so you still have to shift click to transfer. Yeah, worn off the key. Yeah, Foxhole, man, let me tell you, it's super fun, but that grind can be a pain in the ass a lot of the times. So having features like that let you get through that grind Very, very helpful, especially for if you play Logi. Oh my god, if you play Logi, you're gonna need it. You're gonna definitely need it, because I swear it feels like I'm putting like a 10-pound weight on my hand and wrist when I'm playing certain times of Delhi. Can the other team not open them? Not open what? Oh, the gates. Yeah, the other teams couldn't open them. So say the gate, when you build it, right? If I built the gate, it would be a warden gate, and it'd have the warden symbol on it. And then, you know, wardens can open them and drive through and all of that. They changed the way it looks now. Like it's a regular, I guess like a chicken wire gate that's on posts or something like that now. It looks much better than it used to, and it opens much better. The old gate used to have this way of opening where it would sink into the ground and it opened vertically, so it would raise whenever you wanted to keep people out, and it would lower when you want to let people in. And what would happen is, if you knew what you were doing, you could drive over it and raise the gate at the right time, especially if the server was lagging, and propel your truck into the air. And you know, obviously shenanigans was going on with that. We actually did that once just to fool around, but I can imagine people cheating with that, so that was obviously a problem. And another problem with that as well, when I first learned about that, propelling your truck, we actually got our truck stuck somewhere and it was filled with supplies. So it was a real pain in the ass. Can vehicles move through them? No. When the gates were in a closed position, you just bumped into them. It was an object. You know, it was a wall. Matter of fact, dude, let me see. They should still have the other gates in the game. Let me check something real quick. Yep, there you go. You got a tier 1 gate right there. So if I had some B mats, I could just actually place that down. But the gates, they don't look anything like they used to. I mean, this is a much nicer gate right here. You can see I can place that down right there. I'm not going to, obviously, because we're out there grinding, but yeah. There you go. Let me get back to work. Oh, are you serious? Oh, look at those guys. Good job, guys. We murdered this field. All right, now
Hell yeah.
Cleaned it nice.
everybody
Nice.
Definitely.
stand together. We gotta do a thing here. We gotta do the right thing here. All right, so that's you. So who was that goblin? I just got you. Cancer, get over here. Let me get you. Season, I think.
Oh yeah, we gotta do it. We gotta do circle jerk here for the sulfur boys. Come on.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Circle jerk for the sulfur.
Oh yeah, there you go. Come here, buddy. Let me get you over there as well. Whoops. Oh crap. There we go.
Goodbye. Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I accidentally.
Oh yeah. Hold up. We got. Go in. Do it. There you go.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Let's go.
I think I got everybody. Yep. So where are we now? 82? Yeah. When you do a lot of Logi, you get a ton of commands anyway.
Thank
so.
you. Goodbye.
Hey,
Goodbye.
wait, Cancer, where are you going? Don't.
I am going to my people. Okay.
There we go.
There you go.
All right. There are physics in the game. Yeah. Yeah, there's physics in the game now, much better than it used to be anyways. Back in the day, it used to be super awkward. Like, trucks couldn't really bump into each other and move them out of the way, and if your truck got stuck somewhere, you were screwed. But I mean, yeah, you can fall and take damage. Vehicles skid and things of that nature. I mean, there's physics. Not as much as you'd be used to from other games, but yeah, there's physics. Just enough to keep it.
Hey, so quick question: would you like to join us?
Oh, you mean
Or-
as like a clan?
As Ant? Yeah.
Oh no, I do solo play. I only play solo.
Ah, all right. Hey, no problem there.
Yeah, I'll assist wherever I can, but I'm strictly solo.
Gotcha. Hey, no problem with that.
Yeah. So there's physics. I mean,
Wait, what the fuck? Hold up, we got the spine back?
oh yeah, look at that. Wait.
Huh.
Well, we didn't get it back yet. They just lost it. So.
Well, yeah, so where the fuck are we attacking from?
Good question. Oh yeah. Well, a lot of clans, I mean, they need to recruit. They need to get more bodies. And one of the big things about any clan or any group here in Foxhole regiments, I forget whatever the official name for them, but we'll just stick with clans because it's safer. Everybody recognizes clans. They all need logistics. You know, it doesn't matter who wants to join if they're able to do logistics. Because that's how everything works in this game. If you don't have Logi to support your effort, you are screwed. And my understanding is most clans are pretty cool. It's just that, you know, again, with me streaming and doing tutorials and all of that kind of stuff, I just want to stay neutral. I don't want anybody to look at me and go, oh yeah, well he's only for the wardens or whatever like that. Like, no man, I played Colonial for most of my time in this game, and I switched over to Warden so that I can have more fun and experience this. Plus the Wardens were kicking ass for a long time. I wanted to get in on that, but I miss my what do you call it, role playing and everything else that we used to do on the Colonial side. Like, man, my God, we used to have so much fun on the Colonial side. I don't know if I told you guys about when I used to follow that guy around named Thor. I used to chase him around in a truck. He would be out in the middle of a field building, what do you call them, the radio towers. And I would just follow close behind him, being annoying as hell. And just like whenever he'd stop and ask me what my problem was, I'd beat the horn. And I wouldn't run him over or nothing, but I'd just follow him everywhere with the truck just to take him off. He didn't notice because I didn't play it through the mic like other people, but I would be playing the Jaws theme from YouTube while I'm following him around with the truck. So on my end, I'm over here cracking up because I got bump going on while I'm following this guy, and it was just awesome. But I tried to upload one of those videos of me doing that, and it got flagged because of the music, so I had to take that down. But that was fun, and it was some other stuff that we used to do. We used to play around and have fun. The Super Logi over on the Colonial side, man, they're awesome down there. We had a lot of fun with those guys. We used to do I'm trying to think of the guy's name. We used to do MPs over back on what was that island called? Let me check the map real quick. I gotta see what the name of the island was called down here. Tempest, but it didn't look like this back when we used. This is the redesign of Tempest, but back when it was the old Tempest Island, we used to do MPs over there, ride around in a little what was it called, the light utility vehicles, those Jeeps. We'd ride around in those and pretend to be the police, checking people for illegal BMATs, asking you for your driver's license, which was your hammer. That was your driver's license, right? So your Logi, if you didn't have a hammer, you weren't supposed to be driving the truck, and making sure you didn't have like any cheap illegal Warden BMATs or whatever. You had to have good old-fashioned Heartland BMATs. Like, we used to have fun, man. It was great. And we lost like hell because we weren't really focused, but it was fun, I gotta tell you. Well, and the sabotage. I'm not gonna pretend like the Colonials were just terrible or nothing like that. There was a lot of sabotage that was going on as well. So I mean, you know, many different elements, but I had a ton of fun. Yeah, exactly. Where are your papers? Clans aren't really, well, I can't speak for every clan. I don't know about every clan. I guess depending on who you meet in the clan and depending on the time, because there are certain clans that I have worked with, and when they're not in an operation, they're really cool. Everybody's laid back, and I mean, whatever you want to do, they're all cool with it. So if you want to go to the front line and work with them, that's great. If you want to run Logi, that's great. But when the operation started, and it was time to, you know, get the last bit of goods over to the operation zone, and then start extracting, like everybody had to be on cue. Now again, I'm not a member of the clan, but I'm helping them out because I want to see the operation pass. We're extracting goods, we're getting set up to go out on the front and perform the operation, no details, but you know, we're getting ready. And I'm talking about, if anybody got out of the line, it was some pretty toxic language going across. Not because they were being hateful or anything like that, but they really wanted the operation to go well. They wanted success. And yeah, I can imagine, depending on what's happening when you become a member, or if you're just assisting a clan, it can be pretty rough. I understand that sentiment. How about to root out the saboteurs? Well, the devs have put in loads of features now to help with that, and they even most of them are on the back end. But now we have a log where players can constantly check the log on the town hall or storage depot. I keep forgetting to hit my damn auto mine there. Yeah, so I just set that up just now, so that way, you know, quick clap to let you know that I'm not actually touching the mic. It's actually just doing its thing there. I mean, not the mic, the mouse. But either way, what were they doing? They were, you know, extracting. There were people who used to take the truck up to the refinery, start extracting goods from the refinery until the truck overflowed, and then of course the goods would land underneath the truck. So now here you are at the refinery, and this truck is just dumping hundreds upon hundreds of all the EMATs out of the refinery onto the ground. If you weren't there watching him where you could stop him, and the only way to stop him was to kill him, blow up the truck and pick the goods off the floor and put them back in the truck, by the way. So you got reported for team killing when you did that, but you did it to save the resources. And if you weren't recording to be able to prove to the developers what you saw, there wasn't really a way back then. But now with that log, you can check the log, and if you see a guy just extract, say, 4,000 EMATs, and he doesn't have a explanation as to what happened to him, like the devs can't find a refinery where he actually, I mean, not a refinery, a factory where he used them to manufacture something, like he just extracted them and they disappeared. Yeah, he's in trouble. They're actually taking action now. They do faction locks for people. Well, they've been doing faction locks, which kind of sucks, but I'm a fan of the ban. Now, for me, there are two things that can happen to you. There's a suspension, in my opinion, which is temporary. You can be suspended for a certain amount of time. I'm not saying that the devs call it this, but that's my belief system. A ban is permanent. Like when you get banned, that means never coming back. A suspension, well, you know, you can be suspended for a week, a month, whatever. But if you get banned, in my humble opinion, a ban needs to mean gone. Like you are banned. You no longer indefinite. You know what I mean? And I believe that anybody who cheats like that, going on to the other team and take, because think about all the work that goes into Logi. Out there for hours. Look at what we're doing right now. Pounding shit for hours. Bringing it back to the refinery, refining it up. You log off, come back the next morning, and the refinery is completely empty. You think that your team has used those resources in their push on the front, but yet they're hurting. Everybody's wondering where the hell's the Logi at? Why is Logi not doing any work? The reality is we did a ton of work, but some guy just sat there for a few minutes and dumped all our work on the ground to despawn. You need to be banned. And again, my belief system of ban, gone forever. No coming back. Yeah. Well, so I don't know what causes a person to be like that, other than they're just terrible people. Because I think in the video game, right, if you wanted to kill people, there's the front line. You can just go shoot people and kill people, get that out of your system. There's a section made for that. But you want to cause damage to people in a way that is not allowed. Like you wanna cheat. To me, I can't get down with anybody like that. That's just terrible. Well, the MP thing for us was pretty fun because, I mean, we did it just for fun, you know. I think it'd be a cool position to have. Like back in the day, we used to also have a QM. Now the QM, I used to give the QM hell because depending on who was the QM, the quartermaster, for those of you who don't know, the quartermaster was the person who basically distributed the resources to different fronts. And remember, the maps were smaller back then. A QM would not work today. Clans work today. You know, if you got a clan, you can really organize your efforts on certain fronts where you don't spread your resources too thin. But back in the day when we had a single map and we had QM position, that was really cool. MPs, I don't know how you would implement an MP other than the way that we were doing it for fun. I mean, and again, that was all for fun. I would not want to be driving my truck and then some guy just, you know, has the ability, like a function built into the game, to literally pull me over, stop me from doing what I'm doing, and, you know, just question me and refuse to let me go until I satisfy his requests. I would not want that. So, I mean, I don't know how you would implement it. You know what I mean? But as for fun, yeah, we had a lot of fun, dude. Even the Logi guys that we used to chase, like if they didn't want to stop, we'd pretend to go on like a cop chase with them, right? And even though the LUV was faster than the truck, we'd intentionally hang back to make them feel like they're getting away from us. And you know, they turned and slide down the road and drive away, and we'd intentionally keep going straight to make them feel like they lost us. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of role play, and we were having a ton of fun with it. Well, yeah, they could definitely be crooked. Yeah, and see, they did a little hide thing again. Let me show that message there. There we go. They hid that message just now. But yeah, no. See, you get what I mean now. So I don't know how they would implement such a feature into the game without making it too intrusive on the people playing the game. I think it'd be best just to leave that out. If you want to role play it, fine, go right ahead. But if you wanted a feature like that, it's kind of like uniforms. Everybody wanted uniforms, especially for like the medics and stuff like that. But what they weren't thinking is, sure, uniforms are cool, but if you're a medic on the front line wearing a uniform, you're the first to be killed. You know what I mean? Always kill the healer. In every game you play, you kill the healer first. Right? Haven't you ever played like a MOBA or something like that? I don't know if any of you guys play MOBAs, but I played one called Smite. Super fun. You always kill the healer first, because if not, like say for instance, two hunters are going up against each other. We're equal in strength, but my skill is better than the other guy, and I could have killed this guy about 2 or 3 times by now. But what happens is, after he takes a bit of damage, he runs off, gets healed, and comes right back. And now, you know, maybe I got health potions, but I only got a couple of them. That healer, however, is putting a lot of his health back, allowing him to tank a lot more damage, and he can eventually kill me, even though I would have killed him maybe twice by now if it wasn't for that healer. So what do? Kill the healer first, and then you kill him. Yeah, I like the uniform system that we have now, and I like the way they implemented the medical thing. You know, whenever you pull out the bag, everybody knows you're a medic when you draw that bag, but you can put the bag away and blend in again. So, I mean, obviously, if I see a healer on the enemy team and I got a gun, I'm gonna kill that guy. You know, if I got a gas grenade or something like that, and there's a group of guys on one side and a group of guys on the other side, say a group on side A and a group on side B, I don't see any medics over on side A, but I do see one or two over on B. Guess where the grenade's going? It's going where B is. That's where the damn medics are. I'm going to kill them first because they're going to revive if I don't kill them. So, got to take them out. And I know there's supposed to be some sort of, isn't there some sort of, in real life, I mean, there's some sort of rule where you're not supposed to kill the medic or something like that. But, I mean, who's actually going to listen? Even if you do bring it up, I mean, who the hell is actually going to come and get you and be like, okay, look, during that war, you killed a medic. You need to pay for your crimes. Like, no, screw that, dude. The reason we're in war because he messed with us, so we're gonna kill him and the medic. It's war. Well, the medic class is played a certain way. I don't think that there's ever too many well, today I don't know. I haven't been playing as much as the way I used to. Back when I used to play, there was nowhere near enough medics, man. We always need the medic and you didn't have it. The way how you should play this game is you break up into squads. Say a squad of 4 or 5 people. Let's say 5. 5 is a nice round number to use. Where, you know, you got your guys that can go out as a group, run around. Buffering. What's happening? There's something wrong with my net. The modem looks good. YouTube is not receiving enough video. So is OBS shutting down or something? I don't know what's happening. Is the stream coming through okay? Everything looks good on my end. I don't know if anything is happening on you guys' end, but I got a huge little notification that popped up that's saying that there isn't enough video feed coming through or whatever. I hope that everything's okay. Anywho, I wonder if there's any settings I can change. I don't want to change something and then the whole stream goes to minor lag. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just, we'll wait it out and see if things straighten up again. If not, I'll start toying around with some settings. Yeah, but, where did I left off there? What were we talking about? Let me check the thing again here to see, oh yeah, the medics. Yeah, you create a squad, right? So you got a squad about 5 people. You're running around. You got a couple guys who are up front and they got rifles. You got a couple guys covering the flanks with like machine guns or whatever. And you need at least one guy with a shotgun, depending on where you are. I think at least one guy with a shotgun would be great if you have them unlocked as well, because you're gonna have the memer, right? The memer is the guy who's running around with a bayoneted rifle and nothing else, so he's running incredibly fast, and then he will literally bayonet about 4 of your people down if you don't kill him. So the feed's taking a dump, huh? Let me get over here and see what this is all about. I need to check this out before yeah, I can see things are going to crap right now. Alright, so let's go into settings real quick. Check out the feed here. Let's bump this up to... Let's bump that up to here and just see what happens. What happens? Is it going to crank up a little bit more? Alright, let's wait and see what happens there. How long have I been streaming anyway? Alright. Alright, so I don't know. Is it, I'm guessing it's better. I don't know if it picked up on the same stream or not. I'm hoping it did. I hope it picked up where I left off at. Looks like it has, but I don't know about the quality of it. I'm trying to look on both sides. Let me get back into the game. Somebody will let me know. Alright, I see better so far, but I don't know when that message came in. If it was before or after I stopped the thing there. We'll wait and see. Bit of a delay. I got a green bar on my side though, so it looks like it might be okay. I think I had the stream settings down a little too low. I'm not exactly sure, but I turned them up a little bit. Hopefully that'll help. Oh, the frame rate is back. Okay, good. Okay, that's much better than I guess. The frame rate is back before. Oh, back like it was before. I'm guessing it's good, right? It's thumbs up, or are we saying thumbs down? Oh, mine, it looked like it's good. Let me check the thing again here. The little screen here is kind of small, so it's kind of hard to see there. It looks good though. I still got this huge, like they still got this huge widget across the screen. Yeah, I know, right? Keep smashing them rocks. Don't stop. Oh, it's good. Okay, sweet. All right, there we go. Let's get back to cracking these rocks. This sulfur. Another thing that I wanted them to implement. Oh, damn. Sorry about that. I bumped the microphone just now. I wanted them to implement the need for gas masks when breaking sulfur, because you see how like all that smoke and stuff is coming from the sulfur nodes. I think I turned off the smoke from all the other nodes. Let me check my settings real quick. I don't know what my settings are on for that. Go to graphics, and they used to have. All right, so I think it's on. I guess it's on. There was a setting, maybe it's under quality. You could turn down quality and then it would stop the smoke from coming off of the node. I used to play the game on potato. I can run it on ultra, but I used to play it on potato intentionally, because especially with games like first person shooters, if you turn the game details down to potato, like a good one was PUBG. You know how people will be hiding behind a bush, and then you turn the graphics down to potato, so the bush would be invisible for you, but they would think they would be hiding behind a bush. It'd be stupid stuff like that, so I'd intentionally turn games graphics down just because of that. And I know it's a dickhead thing to do, but I mean, hey. Anybody can do it. It's a part of the game. No bush. I love the way the bush system works here in Foxhole, though. How you can like hide in the bush and your character like fades out to let you know that you're hidden. I love the way that works. It's really nice, because this game really uses the fog of war really well. I haven't played much RTSs like I used to. I play a little bit of Men of War Assault Squad 2 from time to time. Shout out to Shadow Leader. He got me into that game. It's pretty fun. Yeah, I know, right? Potatoes are still good. Hell yeah, man. There's nothing wrong with potato mode. Let me tell you. If you can still get in here and play the game and have fun, potato it up, bro. Especially open world games, even though I can run them, because things like water, like large bodies of water, suck down so much resources, I definitely turn those settings down just because. It doesn't matter whether I can run them or not. turn them down. They just suck too much resources up. And Windows itself is going to use like 4 gigs of RAM or something crazy. So I mean, your operating system's using a decent amount of RAM, and you oh, what am I doing? My inventory as well. Mao, except for AI. I don't know what Mao is, but oh, Men of War. Okay, yeah. Well, you know what? Men of War is a wonderful game, and I like the we do like our little Men of War. I don't understand. I guess, are you saying our, or we do like our little Men of War? I'm not sure about that one. But yeah, we do like Men of War. I enjoy it. I have Assault Squad too. I actually have a lot of games. I don't play even half of them though. Not now anymore. It's like anything I can play, especially when I first come home. If my daughter's asleep and I can get a quick game in, I don't reach for Foxhole. Foxhole is not the kind of game you can get a quick one in, right? I play Foxhole when I have a couple hours to spare. But if I just get like 20 minutes of quick game time, I usually jump on Smite. Something I can jump in real fast, fight some people, and jump off. If I've got more time, a little bit more, I'll probably play Killing Floor 2. These type of games don't require much thinking. You're just spraying a bunch of bullets around, having fun, or just, you know, throwing a bunch of attacks out, having fun. Not a very deep game. Now, if I have time for a deep game, there's Foxhole. There's Shadow Tactics, Blades of the Shogun. I also have Desperados 3. I haven't played Desperados 3 yet, but I have it. I bought it a while ago. I've been meaning to play it, but those are deep games that I like to really take my time and play. Those are there's also Men of War, Assault Squad. I bought Stellaris and all the DLC for it from a Humble Bundle, but I haven't been able to play it yet. I think I tried playing a little bit of it. I haven't played a 4X game in years, man. It's years. So I know that I'm gonna need some time to get into a game like that. And then there's always good old No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is awesome now. Much better than when it first came out. In general, it's a reference to, oh, okay, I got what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, Foxhole does have that, Foxhole has that, yeah, Foxhole is on a different level. It has that RTS feel to it, but what escalates it to a whole nother level is every single resource is player created. And again, players don't get any sort of AI feature where they just put their guy on auto when they're not playing, so their guy is being driven by AI and can just grind for them when they're logged off, and then when they log back on, they got a bunch of stuff ready for them. Like, you know how in Minecraft you can set up machines to do a lot of stuff for you, and you can just AFK offline or whatever. Yeah, you can't do that in Foxhole. You gotta come in here and actually do what you gotta do. So everything you see in Foxhole, somebody actually created it. Yeah, somebody's putting in the work there, and you have to coordinate with people. In an RTS, you can highlight an entire group of men, make them go stand in a corner, and they'll have to stand there until you tell them what else to do, right? You know, in Men of War, you can tell them, don't shoot, just move to this new location and hold your fire. We're gonna create an ambush, but, you know, keep it strategic. In Foxhole, trying to coordinate that way with actual players, holy shit, man. You know how many missions have gone wrong because a guy got a little too anxious and went gun-ho, or forgot to use his squad mic and spoke out in proximity chat? You know how many wars went wrong like that? And speaking of which, let me tell you a funny story. I think I already told this before, but in proximity chat, right, I was I don't remember what team I was on. I'll just say Collie, because I think I might have been in Collie at the time. I ran up to a wall, and this was on the front. It was during low pop time. Matter of fact, yes, I was a collie at the time because the guy that did it was in the blue vehicle. We were at the front line, right? There's a massive wall separating us from the enemy. I was a collie at the time. The enemy was the wardens. So I can see that a vehicle is approaching the front. And I can hear voices beyond the wall because it's proximity chat. And the voices are saying to the guy that just pulled up in the vehicle, don't do it. Don't go over there. There's a turret over there. If you go over there, you're going to be killed. And the guy in the vehicle is not speaking back. I think he might have been typing in the chat, right? Now, I'm leaning against the wall as a collie, and I yell over the wall, don't listen to that guy. Don't let him tell you what to do. So I can see the head of the turret on this, I think it was an AC or something that he was in. An armored car, for those of you who don't know what an AC is, if you're new to the game. It was rotating like it's looking to see where this other voice is coming from. And then it just stops and looks at the guy that was, you know, the warden guy that was talking to him. The warden guy says, "No, man, I'm telling you, I was over there. There's a turret over there. If you go over there, you're going to die." So that's when I yelled back over the wall. I said, "You should listen to that guy. He sounds like a coward, and I would never listen to people like that. You should be able to have any kind of fun you want." So the guy in the AC is thinking, yeah, he's right. I should be able to have any kind of fun I want. He drives the AC beyond the gate, and all I heard was a lot of gunfire and a massive explosion. And I'm thinking to myself, I can't believe that guy actually listened to me, right? Like, I'm on the enemy side of the wall. You can't even see who's talking to you, and you just listen to him. But he might have been a new player. He probably didn't know. But yeah, you gotta be careful. That was great, though. Let's check the chat here. I like when new players come up to you and say, "Want to lift?" Yeah, because you know one of the things that happen when new players, like on the stream the other day, right? I was with a new guy. Press F for old 44 if you saw that stream. Yeah, we went driving up to the front lines, and I was saying to him, like, you know, hey, be careful. I think we're already here. I think we're on the front. You don't want to go too far. And he's like, okay. And he drives up even further into the front. All of a sudden, bullets start coming down on the truck. We made it out, thankfully. But it was a nice teaching moment for him. Like, hey, when you reach the front, bro, you really want to be careful. But eventually, we did a load to the front, and old 44. He was like, you know, hey, you know, I wouldn't mind having a hand at the front. So on our second load to the front, we parked the truck, kitted out. He got a rifle. I got a, I think I kitted out with a basic medic layout or whatever. And we went to the front. And I'm telling him, you know, there's no need to get a bunch of ammo and stuff, man. People die regularly up here. You want to be careful, though. And as soon as we got to the front, literally seconds after we saved our locate, you know, saved at the little what was it called, barracks or whatever. We saved there as our restore point and ran out on the front where the gunfire is happening. Soon as we get out there and HE falls on his head. Classic. Oh my god, it was so wonderful. The moment he gets out there, he's like, yeah, I'm in the action. Boom! Bodies flying in the air out of the trench. And it's like, yep, that's Foxhole for you. Good old Foxhole. You go out there, bright eyes, bushy tail, ready to go to war, and you die instantly. It's brutal. That's why you stay out here in good old Logi town, where you smack rocks with a hammer and breathe in poisonous gas. Yeah, there's a lot of influences in Foxhole for new players. I mean, when you don't know, you don't know. So you get in here and the guy's telling you what to do. Like in one of my videos I put out there that I was telling people don't do things to new players, like those gags about carry 2 shirts for extra health and all of that kind of crap that they used to do to new players. Yeah, I was like, look, man, I know you think it's funny to tell them that kind of crap, but not only are you ruining their experience because you're tricking them and they're going to be super slow carrying around those shirts, and they're not going to have any extra health, and they're going to be confused why, you know, you're making a joke out of it, but they're also handing our shirts over to the enemy when they die. So, I mean, you really don't want to do that. But all in all, I think that we have a tremendous positive influence within our community. You know what I mean? I think our community is just overall good until you get on Reddit. Once you get on Reddit, then you're on your own. Nothing is controlled there. But Reddit's the wild, wild west, and I love it. It's great. One of the things I don't like about Reddit, though, I think some people are super lazy. They just go for the little quick upvote or downvote, either one, and no one really. Well, I shouldn't say no one, but many people don't explain why they like something or why they disagree with a thing. It's like, if you disagree, just quickly downvote it and walk away. You know, no need to explain why. You might have a valid reason that can help people understand, and maybe they'll change if they understand. Maybe if they knew what they were doing was wrong, and here's the reason why. Oh, hell, I don't want to keep doing that and have everybody upset with me. Let me change the way I'm doing it. You know what I mean? So, but that upvote and downvote system really just, it makes it too lazy. Oh no. That's actually part of the reason why I, hello default gun, how are you? That's part of the reason why I don't go on Facebook or anything anymore. I think that the conversations were just taken over by Brigaton GT, hello, how are you as well? I just looked over there and saw that. I wasn't sure about your icon there. It looks like a minus sign inside of a purple dot from where I could see. It's kind of small on my screen. I should probably try to blow that up. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, Facebook. I stopped going on there because most of the conversations were replaced with just meme spam, right? And when you have communication that is labeled as, literally labeled as shit posting, I mean, come on. I mean, for me, the digital platform is the same as the physical platform. Oh my god, he's killing cancer. We need to kill him. Wait a minute. That's kind of a conflict, though. If you kill...
He's stuck. He's stuck.
I can't even get into the vehicle. Just shoot me in the face.
Oh my god. You're stuck for real?
Yeah, no, I'm stuck.
Whoa, don't do it.
Yeah, no, I am stuck.
Quick, give me a medical kit. We can save him. Drink this diesel, it'll help you. Oh, you killed cancer. Poor diesel. I mean, poor cancer.
His name is Canna.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. So the writing's small on my. It looks like cancer. Let me hold on 1 second. Let me hit enter real quick so I can see his name. I'm holding down my button, which has. Oh, it is, isn't it? Oh wait, no, wait a sec. No, I have that turned off. It is Canner. Whoopsie. Let's go ahead and do a quick salute. We knew you well, Canner.
I really hate when that happens, when people get stuck like that. Because the only solution is really to kill them.
Yeah, now the old way that used to happen, you remember the old medic glitch where that used to happen? If you had a bayonet.
Oh no, I've only played for like 3 months.
Oh, how are you liking it so far for the 3 months?
Oh, I like it plenty. I looked at the game when it first sort of came out, and I was like, a twin stick shooter with vehicles. That's not going to work. But now that I'm playing it, it works.
Yeah, it works well. It's wonderful. Let's see. When is the battle? And a sector will you be taking? What do you mean? What front am I going on? Oh, I'm not going on any front tonight, bro. Because it's 2 a.m. where
I do
am.
move out.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m. where I am. I was supposed to be in bed a little while ago. Only reason I didn't go to bed is I went to feed my daughter earlier, and she only drank a little bit of milk, so I'm gonna try again. In fact, what time is it? Yeah, so I give it another 20 minutes, and then I'll go try again. Then I'm gonna go to bed right after that. That's not enough time to go get a battle in. But I tell you what, when I do those videos, those I'm gonna record and edit them up so that they're proper and nice. It's just like these random streams like this. I normally do this when it's really not much to do. I don't want to play any other game, and I figured I might as well stream it, because if anybody want to talk and learn more about the game and understand about, you know, if they just want to chat about certain features, maybe they believe you can do a certain thing but they just don't know how, it's good to just come into a stream and chat, you know. Plus I think it should help new players as well. If you're a new player and you want to kind of understand what happens in the game, especially on the Logi side, I mean, this certain Logi videos that I see, people normally cut them, not that they're trying to hide anything, but they cut them for time, to show you where to go, where to get certain things, where to take things once you gathered them, and how to move them to the front. But when you cut the video down like that, it may leave the wrong impression, like you can actually just sort of zip around the map and get things done. The reality is it takes a lot of time to drive crap around. It takes a lot of time to gather crap and then, you know, manufacture it and everything. Like, so my videos, I leave a good bit of that in there in certain areas, not that all of it's in there like that, but I leave enough in there for you to understand, like, this game takes a lot of time. You know, you're gonna have to invest some serious time if you want to have fun here on Logi, that is. Even on the front, I mean, it's nowhere near as time consuming as Logi, but it's still a time oriented game. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I that's the main reason for the channel for me, really. I mainly made the channel just to help people with this game, and then I played a few other games here, but I mean, mainly it's Foxhole. This is one of the main games I play when I got the time to play it, if it's enough time to actually get into Foxhole, versus like if I only got 20 minutes, like I told you earlier, I'm not gonna load Foxhole. Ah, you're welcome, friend. But I got another video that I'm working on that's gonna be helping people with the storage depot, as well as just some other information. I'm gonna start up a new season. It's gonna be started into season 3, and I'm going to redesign my videos a little bit and just try this new design out and just, you know, bring them to you. I want to do some more frontline stuff in this new season as well, because the frontline stuff is fun. The only problem is, normally when I go on the frontline, is sometimes it's low population time because of when I get off of work. That's when I end up playing. And when it's low pop, it's not interesting. You're basically looking for the handful of people that are fighting. And low pop time for the wardens might be high pop for the colonials. So I don't want to do a video where I go on the front line and all of a sudden I get steamrolled, right? Like, that's not going to be very fun. I can make it fun, you know, laugh and have fun with everybody else out there, but I kind of want to win too. So, you know, it's difficult making videos for this game, believe it or not. It's much better now than the way it used to be, but it's fairly difficult. A lot of the video footage I record, I end up throwing away. I don't even get a chance to use a lot of it. You go up there, you plan an operation, you put a bunch of stuff to the side, and you got some people to help you out, and you get out there and get killed immediately and lose your stuff. It's like, nobody wants to see that. That's not the kind of thing I want to put out there. A lot of those failures, I'm definitely not making episodes out of that. I did do one video though. I think it was a combat briefing video where I put some bloopers at the end of the video of me getting killed and hollering like crazy when I got killed, because I was trying to demonstrate sneaking and how to sneak and kill people and stuff like that. But the guy, I failed because I think somebody in the room walked up and my wife came up and asked me a question, and I wasn't paying attention to the game. So the guy I was going to ambush by hiding in the bush walked up on me and bumped into me in the bush and shot and killed me. So then I just started hollering like hell in the microphone. It was a lot of fun stuff like that. But I mean, normally I don't put the bloopers out there. It can get miserable real fast to be killed. In some of my videos, matter of fact, I think my second sit rep video, we caught a Logi driver off guard, and even though we killed him and stole his Logi, I felt so bad for doing it, because I do a lot of Logi. Oh my god, I felt so bad for ruining that guy's day, because I know he had to have been pissed after that. But you know, man, it's war, man. That's the way it goes, you know. Yeah, and see, that's another thing about Foxhole videos that I don't like. When they put out those videos to make it look like it's that chaotic, what are the games called? Twitch shooters, how it's just like this really fast-paced nonsense of people just bayoneting really fast. You know, you're running around with a bayonet and you kill like 10 people with a bayonet before you died in some super cool, funny way. New players want to do that too. They're going to see that, and that's the reason why they'll buy the game. They're like, yeah, I want to do that. That looks like fun. What they don't know is that player that did that probably burned through about 40 shirts trying to get that one clip. You know what I mean? That person was not helping their team at all just to get that one clip. And the game just doesn't play that way. This is just not the kind of game to do that. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, it can be done. Obviously, it can. There are videos of people doing it, but you shouldn't really do that. My videos show you the game in its full glory. You're either going to like it or you're going to pass on it. But I'm not hiding different aspects of the game from you. In fact, I want you to learn it so that way you can come in strong. Have you played the new Warden tank? No, I haven't done much with the tanks. Not yet anyways. Normally when I go into tank battles, man, I'm real iffy about going to, I have to know the driver, otherwise I'm not doing it. Because man, you'll have drivers just take you right, especially with the new tank systems as well, with the vulnerable sides and things of that nature, where you can get your tank disabled in no time. It's like, no man, I'm not going out there with you and you get me killed instantly. Nah man. Just not doing it. I haven't played with enough people lately to get a good feel for how people operate with these vehicles to actually trust going out there with them. So I just refrain. I'd much rather run as infantry out there with you, and once I see you start, and that's another thing. When you're on the front line and you got a good push going, this is where leadership should shine in. You got a good push going. You took their tower or whatever. You took their base, and they're falling back to their previous base, right? Their previous standpoint. If it's a certain distance out, don't go pushing non-stop. I mean, you can't even recover all that ground. You don't have enough logic to help you put out, you know, defenses and things of that nature to help preserve the ground you've just captured. So you can easily lose it all. It's in limbo at that point. Just because you forced the enemy off of it, you haven't yet taken control of it. So there's no point in overextending. But if you don't have leadership to help everybody understand that, they just keep pushing and pushing and pushing until all of a sudden now you lost 4 or 5 tanks out there. And it's like, man, look, you don't have the fuel or the ammo or the bodies for it. You're taking a tank out with only 2 or 3 infantry members. You know, it's just bad. So a lot of times I just don't go out there with them. If they're going to do all of that, I just don't go. Let's see. Or if I did some if I did some failures. Well, in some of my videos, I do teach people more of the do's, and I talk about the don'ts. So in some cases, like don't build in the road. I think the developers has made it now to where you can't actually build in the road. I haven't even tried it, but I think they made it to where you can't like put a foxhole in the middle of the road anymore or anything like that. But there used to be some just blatant, I think some of it was just negligent, man. I have found fobs in the middle of the road. You know, at like an intersection, you found a fob in the middle. Like, come on, man. Some of that stuff was just terrible. Ooh, this is the last of the node. Holy smokes. But yeah, I guess I could do some of the bloopers. It'll suck, though. Because it really, man, when it happens, you really don't want to relive that every single day. Especially you put a bunch of work into it. You got a bunch of guys coordinated, and it's like, okay, we're gathering up, we're getting all prepared. Everything's working out. You know, I'll get off work on this day at this time where you're going to be able to play, and everybody's ready to go. We get out there, we got all our stock power ready. Let's get out there, and then we die instantly and lose everything. Like, no, man. I do not want to walk. I don't want to go on YouTube and see a 2-page string of Fs. That'll be like the most watched video. Everybody in the chat just spamming F. Like, yeah, you guys bit the big one on that one. I have to relive that every day. And then imagine telling somebody what to do after that, right? Like trying to tell them, this is how you play the game. It's like, no thanks. I saw your last video and clearly you don't know how to play the game. Those videos, they never make it to see the light of day. We execute them. Ah, look at that. Clear another node. There we go. Alrighty, gentlemen, pack her up. We're done here.
Yep.
Alright, so now that Canner's gone, who's giving me a ride out of here?
I can give you a ride.
Sounds great. Wait, did you actually lower it? Yeah, you didn't actually...
No, I'm too close. I'm too close.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, let's go. Yeah, so I'm gonna hop off now. It's 2:15, so when we get back to wherever we're going, I'm gonna throw my stuff into like a town hall or something. And man, it has been an awesome experience hanging out with you guys here in the middle of the night talking about Foxhole. I think we at least helped a few people out here with a few explanations and things like that. This also gives me ideas for making new content. So as I start getting more and more time, you know, because my daughter gets older, she needs, I wouldn't say less attention, but you know, when your baby's really small, she's all over you. She's just climbing over me nonstop. But now that she's getting a little bit older, and she, you know, she can play with her toys or whatever, she'll still want to show me stuff, but I'll get a little bit of time to record. And that's important that I have time without her, because making a video and there's a lot of baby noises in the background, people are going to get upset about that, because babies are like really loud and high pitched when they get happy, right? So yeah, it's difficult to record with all that in the background. Not to mention, children's toys make a ton of noise. Every one of her toys has batteries that go in them, and they just make a tremendous amount of noise. But she likes to play with them, and I'm happy with that. It's just, I know that I can't actually record with all that going on. So, yeah. But I'm getting more and more time back now to do the things that I want to do. So in between studying, doing reports for my job, experimenting with new technology, and a little bit of podcasting on the side, I'll definitely be doing more Foxhole. Again, most of my videos are going to be tutorial type. So in between videos, I'll be doing lots of streaming, talking to you guys, and trying to figure out what is it you want to see, getting ideas for new videos to make, and just providing more content. So let's see where this guy's taking me here, huh? This guy. Let's see where we're going. I forgot we even switched over to Viper Pit, you know. For some reason, I still thought we were over there in Stone Graver. But I just remember we came back over to Viper. I was supposed to go to the storage depot, but there was no need to go down there again because my time limit had expired and all the items in the storage depot became public. Oh, you know what? Goodbye, friend.
Goodbye.
Hey, anybody taking this truck? No? Alright. So this might be... Oh, no! It's locked. Alright, please give me a wrench. Son of a... Alright, so I'll go find a wrench or a vehicle that's unlocked. And then, you know, there might... Is this unlocked? Oh, this is unlocked totally. Great, great, great. What do we got? Fuel? Sweet. So now all we have to do is, let's grab a crate of something. Let's make something really quickly, and I'll show you how to put stuff inside the storage thing. All right, so what I want to do, let's do we have any BMAT here? Just grab a few here. It'll be fine. Just grab a few. We're gonna go manufacture just one thing. Grab multiple. We'll find something super cheap that we can, okay, that should be enough. 140. I'm thinking, are radios cheap? Radios should be cheap. They should be like the cheapest thing I think you can manufacture, or the fastest thing I think you can manufacture. And, oh crap, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I thought there was a factory that way. I'm all turned around. I know that there's a factory right over here, though. Yep. So let's go ahead and grab this. That's not reserved. Oh, that is reservable. Sweet. There we go. All right. So that's reservable. We're going to take that and go try with that. All right. Don't worry. I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to put it in the what you call it. All right. Ooh. Hold up. Okay. I bet you. Where is he? Okay. That's the thing. Let's drive down to the storage depot now, and I'll show you how to stash items. Whoops. About to leave the thing here. So now, one of the things is when you use auto walk or auto, in this case it would be auto drive, you got to be careful, especially when the vehicle's light, because you can skid out of control. So like in this area right here, I would not use auto drive just because it's a little too dangerous in this area. I'll wait till I get into a better area and then set the drive where I won't accidentally skid off the road and end up in a terrible area. Yeehaw! Alright, like right down here should be good. Let me go ahead and set it. There we go. So right now I have it set, but I mean, I just don't have to hold down W. I still have to steer though. You know, it's not technically auto drive. It's just sort of auto accelerate. Still takes some strain off your wrist though. All right, let me turn that off now, and here we are. So we had a storage depot. All right, let's go ahead and activate that. Go over to, oh, yep, so it's already deleted. All right, so what you want to do to create a new one for anyone that doesn't know, I'm gonna do this before I log out. See that plus right there? Create reserve stockpile. We're gonna click that, and then you put your name in there, right? So GFM for Game and Field Man. Oh, GFM for Game and Field Manual. That's the name of my company, and my company. You can see we can select any one of the other ones there. There's the public. There's all these other ones. I'm gonna select Game and Field Manual, and now this item that's reservable. Let's go ahead and right click on that, and then we can hit submit all to stockpile. So say if I have my truck filled with reservable items, I can just go right click, ta-da, see, so now it's in there. Now I can go back to public, and if I had other items I wanted to submit into the public, I would do that, and then switch back to Game and Field Manual when I want to submit other items. Now you can do the thing with trucks too, like if you made your own truck, you can actually submit your own truck in here. I submitted my last truck in here, so like say you can just go right here and hit that button. But since I didn't actually make this truck and it was sitting out in the open, it's not reservable. So that's why you can't reserve it. Anything you try to submit, it'll tell you that it's unreservable. So let me just pull that out because I don't want to try to reserve that. I'm just going to put that into public. So now when I submit it into public, hold on. Once I submit it into public, bada bing. Now if I pull it back out, it should say it'll lose the reservable tag because it was submitted as a public item. So there we go. See? Now it's no longer reservable. It's only a public item. So be careful if you're setting up for a massive push or something and you need to store items. Be careful with that. You make sure that you select your company, or or the company that you're working with, or whoever, and you submit there. Don't go public if you don't want it to be. Me personally, I do most of the stuff public. Even when I do create a private one, like I said, I like the fact that they have this expiration date thing here. So 2 days from now, this whole thing will expire if I do not interact with it. So if I'm not adding more items into this stockpile, this private stockpile, or reserve stock, whatever it's called, I think it's reserve stockpile. Yeah. If I'm not adding more items into the reserve stockpile, it automatically just decay, and all the items will go public. So I like that. I like that, so that way items aren't just being hoarded and nobody else can use them, because one guy's just got a ton of stuff hoarded in there. Everybody else gets to benefit from it, and that's great. So and you can reset you reset that 2-day limit every time you interact with it, so you can log on, add a few more things to it, and then log off, and it'll reset back another 2 days. So yeah, that's how you do that. I'm gonna go put this truck back because I don't want the truck to just sit out in the open and not be used. It's best that Logi have this truck when they need it. So I'm taking it back, and then I'm gonna log off. So I hope I answered a lot of questions. The video I have coming out is going to show more about that storage thing. So I just wanted to show, because someone asked earlier, and I told them I'd be logging back on after I feed my daughter, to give a brief explanation on to how to do that. Oh crap, this is not the right one, is it? Nope. Crap. Alright, no problem. We'll turn around over here. Yeehaw. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Alright, so let's go this way here. That's another reason why you don't use that auto drive in this area with a bunch of turns, because it'll make your truck accelerate really fast, and then not really fast, but you're gonna just accelerate non-stop, and then when you need to make a turn, so it's a bit tricky. So in those areas, you don't use what you call it. Let me go over here. Just do a little bit of that, and then we go park this truck, and then we'll log out, and then I'm gonna go try to feed baby girl once more and take my butt to bed, because work in a couple of hours when I get home. Crap. Sorry about that.
No worries.
When I get home from work, I'm going to, hey, anybody need a truck? Who's that gentleman over there? He needs a truck. Gentlemen, do you require a truck?
I do actually.
There you go. That's all
Thanks a
you.
lot.
You're welcome, sir. Alrighty. Take care. I'm out of here. Oh, no you don't, pal. Crap. Alright, so it's, let me just pull up the F1 screen. I'll find him in here. Does he have a clan tag on there? 128? So should be up here somewhere, right? There we go. There we go. Doing my duty. Doing my duty. Alright, so I'll just hide in here and then log out over here. How many more commands I have? Look at that, I got 97 commands available. So as you guys saw earlier, I commended a bunch of guys before, and then all of a sudden we're back up to 100 again. When you do Logi, you're always going to have like 100 commands. It's just going to make me more frustrated about the leveling up system. After all that work, I didn't get any closer to leveling up. Not at all. But no matter. You guys take care. Have a good one.